What's up, everybody? What is going on? What's up, everybody? Oh, I'm gonna be feeding back to myself. Don't want that. Let's see here. Welcome, Greggernauts. Hell yeah. It's a good song. It's a great song, even. What's up, Nick? What's up, Romano? So, I wanted to I wanted to give a couple people a couple minutes to hop in and all that stuff. But the other thing is, one, I'm eating some oatmeal. Hope you guys don't mind. Gotta get brain fuel for this brain stuff because Radiohead's gonna take a lot of brains. But in the meantime, something I wanted to do. Let me see. How can I do this? We have two boards. Let's use them. Welcome, Greg. Or knots. There we go. Um, Jigsaw falling into place. Radiohead. Something I wanted to do actually to start the stream because I was thinking about this when we were doing stroke. When we've done and we'll continue to do stroke songs or voids songs or things like that. I know a lot of context. Like, I just off the top of my head, I'm just very researched about that band for myriad reasons. And I thought it might be a good idea, or and in juxtaposition to that, when doing the Interpol songs, I really haven't had, well, the one Interpol song, but we'll definitely be doing more because people want to hear more about it. I haven't really had much context. I'm just not as researched about that band in terms of like specifics. Like I know like generally the history, where they were, how they fit into the scene, all those kinds of things. And generally their trajectory, but I definitely don't have like the, idiosyncratic context and details or thoughts about the song individually and stuff like that I do about some of the other songs that we would cover. And I thought that really kind of improved the experience, or at least my perspective on things. And so I thought to myself, man, it would have been nice to like look up perhaps some context and some interviews or something of like the Interpol songs. And so I thought for now, maybe while I'm just finishing up my oatmeal and giving people a chance to come in, we would spend some time together, just a couple minutes, just looking up some interviews and stuff and seeing if we can get some context for this song, that kind of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do, right? I'm just gonna open up a tab. I'm gonna look up Jigsaw falling into place interview, right? Like let's see um if we can find any context of Radiohead talking about Jigsaw falling into place. You know what I mean? Well, we have song facts, right? We love song facts. So let me uh let me do that. Let me share this and look at song facts together. You guys let me know what you think. Um Okay, friends, let's see here. So, Jigsaw falling into place. Oh man, have you guys seen this music video? I watched this music video I mean, I've known the song for a long time. I like Radiohead a lot. Let's get that out of the way. I really like Radiohead. I've always had a respect for them, and they've never been like my main jazz, you know what I mean? Like I've never gone through a period where I was just like obsessed with them. the way that a lot of people do, but I've always really liked them, and I have listened to their whole discography. I really respect them. I hold them with high esteem. I think they're phenomenal. I think they're great. I love a lot of their songs. I just never had like a hyper fixation on them. You know what I mean? Let me know how gross this is, and if I should never do this ever again with the oatmeal. Anyway, despite the fact that I've known the song for years, never saw the music video. So in watching the music video the other day, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she literally was just saying, "Oh my God, this music video is giving me motion sickness. I want to enjoy the song, but I can't because it's the GoPro just like fixated on their faces while they're moving around and stuff. And Tom York likes to move around and be kind of wacky, so and jittery. So that definitely would give someone some motion sickness, perhaps. You know what's the other move? In case we want to read, in case we want to have a little bit of entertainment in the back. I'm already gonna be playing the song. I'll just play the song in the back. Yeah, there you go. That's called entertainment value. Okay, when the band showcased the song in their 2006 tour, it was known as Open Pick. Interesting. That might be some context we could take with us. Why is it called Open Pick? Maybe, and this is one thing that I know going into the song, I am open to the possibility, I'm looking for the possibility that it might be in an alternate tuning. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm gonna spend a minute or two trying to figure it out, and I'm probably just gonna look it up, honestly. You know what I mean, guys? Interview with New Musical Express. Tom York has the experience of the night out he describes in the song firsthand. I would never say it was personal because it was always just a set of observations. Jigsaw falling into place says much about the fact I used to live in the center, Oxford, used to go out occasionally and witness the chaos of the weekends around here. Also about a lot of different experiences. Personally, I was really surprised that it's going to be the single. The lyrics are caustic. The idea of before you're comatose, or whatever, drinking yourself, getting fucked up to forget, when you're part of a group of people who are all trying to forget is partly an elation, but there is a much darker side. For the deluxe board version. Dog's box. Johnny Greenwood, one of the best. One of the best, that guy. Johnny Greenwood was asked by Rolling Magazine why they chose to release the album this way. He replied, just to get it out quickly, everyone here at the same time. Apparently that's all we're trying. Asked about the real pricing. That's right, this was the Radiohead record that they just put up on the website for free. Name your price. You pay $0 or $100 or $1,000, right? Was that in Rainbow? No. Because they were trying to stop the leaking. Okay, none of this. I'm looking for things to be specifically about this song. Why is it called In Rainbows? It was the desire to get something that you're not. The director of the song's video talked about how you use cameras attached to helmets. See, the thing is, like, we're also getting the ads here, and you guys are gonna get, the catered ads. Spoiler alert, I'm losing my hair. I've been taking Rogaine and stuff for like years. Young men, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It happens. Don't be embarrassed. I'm losing my hair. Maybe you guys lose yours. You are. I don't know. No, nothing to be embarrassed about. Anyway, well, young women too. Diabetes is not for sweets. I do not have diabetes. That also, I would say. All right. Wow, that's nasty. I'll take the diabetes over the toenails. What the hell is going on? I do not have toenail foam. All right, these ads are no longer catered because I don't have those two things. Ridiculous. Good get that out of here for a second here, everybody. I'm so sorry. Let me see if there's something I could take care of on that. I do not have ad block, which is dumb of me, but whatever. Okay. He used cameras attached to helmets and then Musical Express is on the 15th. Always occurred to me the helmet cam technique might be good for this video. Have the down to make it look like a band ready might be a tunnel dab. Spread the dab into the helmets. The band play the song twice. The shot. Okay, nothing really about it. Okay, so this Song Facts article doesn't really have too much on specifically this song. So let me just spend another minute or two looking at it. Well, hold on, why did they stop performing that song? That's interesting. This is interesting. Why did Radiohead stop performing it? I'm wondering maybe there's something about the music or something in there. Jigsaw is not an unpopular song. Let's see here. Someone asked Ed O'Brien why they stopped playing it. I can't remember what it is. That's embarrassing. They have 160 songs. I looked at context. Wow, they haven't performed Electioneering since 1998? That's crazy. That song rocks. That song is amazing. They haven't played it since 1998? That's wild. I figured. Yeah. It probably is really difficult looking at it. Let's see here. Okay, I mean, but like, I don't know if I believe. I actually don't know if I believe that they stopped playing it because the song was difficult. Because have you seen some of the other stuff that they perform? Like, they're consummate musicians, like especially some of the newer, I mean, I know that was many years ago, but especially some of the newer stuff that they're doing with The Smile, they're playing it like 13/8 live. Johnny Greenwood on like the new one, Thin Smile, I was listening to that one, has this crazy bit here. Let me look this up here. So this riff on Thin Smile, this Thin Thing. Johnny plays at a pretty fast tempo, like perfectly locked in to with like this like 8th note or the 16th note delay pedal that he has going on. Like, you can't tell me that that Radiohead of all people have stopped playing the song because it was quote unquote difficult to play live, when, like, I mean, have you seen their entire friggin' catalog? Like, there's no way. Look at this. Let's see here. I know that that's not, you know, but still. I don't believe it. I don't believe it that that's the reason they would have not played that song live anymore. It's because it was hard. All right. This context thing, I don't know. It's not really. I don't know if we're gonna find anything good about it, right? Let's see here. Even if you add Reddit, like a lot of times, if you want to get your fingers on the, you know, or yeah, get your finger on the pulse of some information, you got to type in Reddit. And let's see here. nobody's like talking about any like fun facts or anything interesting or of note about it. They're just talking about, you know, how much they like it and how much the band doesn't play it live. That's it. That's all I'm seeing. So, since that's it, I think we should hop into the. Yeah, Johnny Crazy talented with the scores as well. Absolutely, man. I mean, I think he's one of the great musical minds of this century. Actually, of last century and this century, right? Because they got their start in the 90s. Yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure I've actually heard the Phantom Thread score, but I haven't seen the Phantom Thread. That's the thing. I think I've listened to more Johnny Greenwood scores than I have seen movies that he's scored, or films, or TV shows, or anything. All right, almost done with the oatmeal, and then we're fueled and ready to go. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at this. Let's get into it. Can't really find anything interesting about like the production or like the composition of the whole thing. So we're gonna be okay with that. We're just gonna know contextually that the song is kind of about, yeah, how when you go out and get fucked with your friends, there's a happiness but also a darkness and a sadness as well, right? That's generally what Tom York was saying he was thinking about when he was writing the song. And that it's on In Rainbows, which is that streaming album, the one that they released digitally first. So check 1 2. How's this? How's that? Can you guys hear that? And then piano. How's this? Can you hear that? Everything sound good, guys? Let me know. Seems like it. Everything sound good, guys? Gotta check this too. Cool. Everything sounds good. Excellent, my friends. Let's hop to it. Let's get in there. Like I said, I'm gonna start here. Again, I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be open to the that I'm gonna expect that it's gonna be in an alternate tuning. So we're gonna see though. Boom. I mean, that definitely. Dum dum dum. To me, that definitely feels like we're focusing in on a minor key here, and that feels like the total center. Dum dum dum. Sounds like B minor to me. Interesting. All right. I'm just playing around. Let's see. I'm getting B minor so far, but yeah, okay. Right? Okay, so I'm definitely I think we're just getting B minor right there, just with the root and the third of the chord there. Yeah, just kind of fingering it. Just B minor to start. It seems, and maybe it's in a minor, maybe it's in an alternate tuning, maybe it's not. Keep going. Just kind of goes down in a half step there, right? From B minor to B flat minor. Boom. Wait, okay, wait. I heard a bass note there. What bass note is that? Yeah, I think that's getting lower than a guitar can get. I think we are in an alternate tuning. Is that a D? Did that go down to a D there? Anyone know? Yep. All right, there it is. I'm gonna, yeah. I think he's hitting a low D there. B, B minor. We're starting B minor. All right. Let's just get right into it. Right. We know we're kind of doing a chromatic thing to start. Get this out of here. Intro. Definitely B minor. Half step down to B flat minor. But we're just playing the root octave and the third so far. That's kind of the picking pattern that I'm picking up here. You know, something like that. Something like that, right? And then, yeah. Does it go down to the D there? I gotta hear that a little bit better. See if it can I even sing that low. I don't think that's an E. I think I messed myself up. Yep, D. So that's a D in the bass, which tells me this is an alternate tuning. So I'm not even gonna mess around anymore. I'm not gonna waste your time. So people want to know the process, right? That's what it's supposed to be in music theory, song analysis, let's play situation. That's it. I'm like, all right, that's a B flat, that's a B minor, that's a B flat minor. Those are both easy shapes, right? I can play both of those shapes easily. I'm not worried about, right now I'm not thinking that it's going to be a weird, it's not a weird fingering or a weird shape, it seems. It's not impossible to play. So I'm not thinking alternate tuning yet. But then we go to a note in the bottom that I'm like, oh, that's way lower than standard tuning can get. Way lower. It's lower than standard tuning. So we're just gonna go right to looking up to the alternate tuning. Other people have already done this work for us, and we have resources, we have the internet, so we're gonna do it. Jigsaw, falling into place, tuning. Looks like we have D, A, D, F sharp, B, D. Dadfabad. All right, everyone, you want to know? No, that doesn't make sense either. You might think maybe that's why they don't play it live anymore, because they have, it requires an alternate tuning, but they're a massive band. They have techs. They have enough money and time to have multiple guitars. Just pull out the one that is tuned differently, right? All right, so... Probably have to retune that a bunch. Okay, so we have tuning. Let's talk about this. Tuning is D, A, D, F sharp, B, D. So, Dadfabad. Dad F sharp bod. Can we get some F sharps in the chat, please? F sharps in the chat, everybody, please. What is Dadfabad? We got root, fifth, root, third, D, F, A, 6, D. So root. So assuming, you know, D major, what you have here is root, fifth, root, third, sixth, root. So this is open D add 6 tuning. How fun is that? We love an alternate tuning. I think this is actually very similar to, actually, I think this is the same tuning, but a step up from, you guys know Father John Misty, his song, Am I its bread and butter, like a queen would have ostrich and cobra wine. What is that song? Chateau Lobby in C for Two Virgins. That song by Father John Misty. I think that has open C add 6 tuning. So this, I think this is the same exact kind of tuning, but just like a step up from that. So I believe. Sorry, we're gonna have to tune a little bit while we get adjusted to this tuning. I believe what you can do in this tuning is just like, you can just move around like that, just with these big bars. And I believe a minor, I mean, let's think about it. Where do you have the third? You have the third right there. So you should be able to play a minor like, so 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, and then the 7 chord would be like that, I suppose. Yeah. 2 there 1. That's fun. Open D add 6 tuning. That's a good one. Yep. Cool. That's fun. I like that. Open D add 6 tuning. So that being said, let's see if we can find that that shape where we're looking for. Shouldn't be too hard. I think we want purple. Okay, tuning, intro, root, octave. Isn't that how you do an octave like that? Octave third. And we had a B minor to a B flat minor so far. And I think that would be, so we gotta find our B. So this is our B there, right? Right. There we go. So is that the picking pattern there? I think it is. I think it's root, octave, third, root, octave, third, root, octave, root. Right? Root, octave, third, root, octave, third, root, octave, root, octave, third, right? And then we go down there, right? But it doesn't seem like we go to a D major, that D open 6 there. I think something else is happening. Let's keep going. Yeah, okay. No, it sounds like fingers. Sounds like he's doing fingers to me. Because you're also hearing a little bit. You can hear in there just barely that, you know, there's a little bit of like hitting of the both of those top notes here, right? Maybe it is a pick. I'll kind of give you that, right? Just a guess, just a guess. I mean, let's see if we can, I mean, people certainly must actually be very interested in the picking pattern here, right? Let's find, all right, let's find our chords first, and then we'll go back and get the picking pattern properly, right? Because, like, what I'm all about is, like, it's not just about these notes, right? It's not just about, oh, it's B minor and then B flat minor with an interesting tuning. For the song like this, you know, okay, before I get specific, let me zoom out and be more general. It's not just about what are the notes and what are the chords, like the lead sheet. What's the lead sheet? It's not just about that. It's also about, like, what makes this song this song. And when I think of this song, I think of a couple things. I think of the really cool acoustic guitar, like, pick pattern. Like, I think that is a significant part of the song. I also think the bass and drums together is significant, as it always is. And especially, I mean, this is the same album that Weird Fishes is on, which, and by the way, I'm intrigued that you guys generally were asking for this song before you were asking for Weird Fishes. And I'm happy for that. I would love to get some Radiohead under my belt before tackling that behemoth, all right? But I think about, yes, the acoustic guitar in the beginning, the drums and the bass, and then I think about, I mean, Tom York's just, like, vocal performance, you know? Like, you know, that's it. So we got to figure out what that picking pattern is, right? Am I wrong, everybody? Am I wrong? Is it just me, or is the stream very blurry today? Very blurry this time around. Maybe it's the low latency. I don't know, because I set it on low latency, as I said before. So maybe that's why it's extra blurry. I don't know, but I think you guys would probably rather I respond, you know, punctually and quickly, rather than, like, having, like, that, like, 30-40 second latency. I don't know. You guys let me know, you know? You guys let me know. Would you rather have a clearer video picture or less latency so I can respond to the chat faster? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. So let's get the chords first, and then we'll come back and figure out how we are going to figure out that picking pattern. All right? Cool? Okay, so we stayed on there, right? So, ooh, something like that, right? It's so good, man. Oof. I'm so excited to get to that part, man. Just the way that bass groove and those drums come in together. God, it's so good, honestly. Okay. Let's forget these chords first. Let's keep going. Boom. Oh, yep. Let's get that bass note down. One of the three? That took me forever to get there. So yeah, right? Something like that, right? Yeah, okay, so that bass line, we got B, B flat, then D, then we get the, would that be G in this case? G, E, F, sharp, D, yeah, B, G. Yeah, A, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, right? Wait, sorry. Oh yeah, see, that's the other thing is you listen also to the rhythm of the bass there, and you can hear the bass note is going one and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 that kind of it's not really hemiola, but it is kind of that like classic like compounded 4/4 feeling, right? Because like you could count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da 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 da. It's kind of syncopated like tribal rhythm, kind of It's a is that a clave? I know there's like a list of claves. I don't know if that one is on the list of claves, but it is that kind of like that repeated kind of thing. I personally like to count those in 8/8. I just, to me, because it goes from, because 4/4 is a simple meter, which means you divide everything by twos. So if you did it in 4/4, that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the baseline is kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeating, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? But if you think about it in 8/8, you could also think about that, what would that be? 6 plus 2 over 8. I think that's interesting. 6 plus 2. We'll call it 8 over 8. And then parentheses are right, 6 plus 2. Then what you get is, I don't know how to do this like that, 1 and 2 and 1 2 3. No, you do 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's what you would do, right? You go. I'd like to have it vertically together though. 6 plus 2 over 8. You get 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2, right? I think that feels more natural. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 da 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 da. Of course, we know that's all gonna change when the drums come in, because the drums definitely are playing. The drums are absolutely giving us a 4/4 situation here. But in terms of like how I would be counting this on its own, I like that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 da 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You see what I mean? Like it has this kind of, when you're counting it in 4, it feels a little stilted, right? Because you're like 1 2 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it kind of feels like it has these big jumps going, which to me, like as a player, they would really predispose me to kind of messing up that timing and like rushing those accents. 1 2, yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Whereas if you're kind of in the more the compound meter with threes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2. It feels more fluid to me, and as a player counting it that way, I'm less likely to be rushing. You know what I mean? So anyway, that bass note, you can hear that it goes, which really definitely gives us a hint as to what the picking pattern is definitely going to be, more or less. And then we know that the what happened here? What happened there? And where do you get the melody, right? The melody comes in. The melody comes in here. Yeah, man. That's where the melody is, right? That definitely helps us, right? So if we know that we have we only have 3 notes here, right? I don't know why they're carrots. These have turned from accents into carrots the accents, they have turned from accents to just like color-coded representation of things. Do I have colorblind people around? I shouldn't do it like that. What I should probably do is say that we know the roots. That's what I'm gonna do. We have the roots on 1 and a 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. And we know that we have that third up top on 2, the end of 3, and the end of 4. But we also, would have it in these sections here, which all that leaves is that octave, which I'm going to have with a, should I do an 8 or an O? I'll do an O. That should be our picking pattern, and I'll tell you what, we'll take a listen to that later, right? So again, so just the roots would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3, right? And then that melody bit would go, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then now that leaves us is that octave bit is just the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? So putting that all together, that would give you the picking pattern, right? Something like that, right? There you go. It's just way easier to remember what step to accent when there's a number for each step. I agree, Robophonic. I agree. That's a sick name, Robophonic. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, so that seems to be your picking pattern, right? Then we go to the 4, right? Man, tell me he did a major 7 in there, right? That'd be such a great. Learning this whole song in this tuning, I'm probably gonna come back around here, and you could write a sick song with these fingerings, right? These voicings, nice. Okay, let's now go back and try to figure out the rest of these chords. I said we're gonna do the picking pattern later, but we're doing the picking pattern now because I just was listening to those bass notes and I got those rhythms in there, right? Okay, so do we go to the 5th there? Oh, oh yeah. Ooh, are we switching things up here? Because we know the top note that we have there. This is fun. Okay, so I'm gonna assume I'm feeling B minor for this. I think I want to be talking about B minor. I do not think I want to be talking about D major and kind of have this being the relative minor. I feel like B is the one, right? Especially because you're that definitely for me feels like no, does not feel like D major. It feels like B minor, right? I'm calling it B minor, everybody. We're calling it B minor. We're definitely not calling it D major. So, we're calling that B minor. Let's move through this and see what we can get on top and on bottom. So we know on bottom, we do get, I was doing purple on bottom. We get a 1 and then a natural 7, right? Get a 1, then a natural 7, and then we go down to the flat 3, which is our D, and then we get, I guess that would be the flat 6, right? Going to that G, that would be the flat 6, right? B, D, F sharp, yeah. We got our 1, flat 7, flat 6, down to the 5. So then we get flat 6, 5, flat 6, 5. That's what we're seeing in the bass, everybody. Is 1, 7, flat 3, flat 6, 5, flat 5. And then up top in that melody, we're using the 3 on top. So we know that we had the flat 3 on top for that, right? Interesting. Andalusian cadence. I don't know what an Andalusian cadence is off the top of my head. An Andalusian cadence, an authentic cadence. Wait, sorry, come back to me, please. Term adopted from flamenco music for a chord progression comprising 4 chords descending stepwise, 4, 3, 2, 1, with respect to the Phrygian mode. With respect to the Phrygian mode, or 1, 7, 6, 5 with respect to the Aeolian mode. A minor descending tetrachord, trace by no. I do not want to learn uber chord. I'm answering this at Andalusian cadence. I think not, but we're going to keep going. The Andalusian cadence is simply 1, 7, 6, 5 repeating. So no, this is not an Andalusian cadence, I don't think. But again, we don't have our... It could be a type of Andalusian cadence where we are getting... it depends. All right. Hypothetically, it'd be a modified Andalusian cadence, right? Because we have the 1, and we have the 7 here, which is interesting. Kind of feels like we're doing like a harmonic minor situation. And this, it might, we will see how we identify that later when we have the information that we need from the bass and from the vocals, and if there's any other pieces in there to figure this in. Because as of now, all we have on that one is the 2 major 7s, the 2 natural 7s with the flat 3rd of that on top, which would be the 2 with regards to B minor, with the octave in the middle being an octave of that. We'll call that the voice in the middle. So right now with simply the 7 and the 2, we could be looking at a major 5 in first inversion kind of situation. But you would need to add the 5th scale degree to get that. Yeah, there. No, it's all right, Robophonic. It's a live stream for a reason, and we got a chat for a reason. You're the one here asking questions. So, could be an Andalusian cadence, depending on if this is a 5 chord or just a like a dominant, you know, sorry, a secondary dominant like harmonic minor 7 chord, as in the diminished 7 chord, and then we go to this flat 3 that what am I doing? If this one's an inversion, which we'll see, it could be. That's the answer. It could be, right? Depends on this, depends on that. Is this an inversion? Is that an inversion? That will answer the question, is this an Andalusian cadence? Regardless, it would be modified to begin with because the Andalusian cadence specifically says, you know, 1 flat 7, flat 6 to the 5. Yeah, maybe it's a major 5. I think that's more of this. So could be modified. We'll find out. Anyway, let's keep going, everybody. So yeah, we got the 3, 2, and then now when we go to the flat 3, we keep the 2 on top, suspending it down to the 1. Perhaps it would benefit us to split these up like this, so you can see exactly how they relate to each other, right? So let's keep that going. So and we are keeping that, right? We do go to the flat 7 there, right? Because we're going 1, 7, flat 7. So we have a we have a chromatic movement in the middle voice of this piece here. Whoops. Wait, no, I did that right. It is a flat 7. Oh, I just realized I did that wrong. We do a flat 6 and then repeat the 5. Now let's see what happens after that. I'm assuming he's gonna do it with the open. Something like that, right? Interesting, right? That's what we're hearing in the top, right, everybody? Yeah, it does. It does indeed go no, no. Goes down to the 5 1 5 1 5 1 2 2 flat 2 2 2 flat 3. Yeah, repeats that. 5 1 2 flat flat 3 5 1 2. Fun. 5. Do, 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 do. And then it repeats it. Do, 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 boo. Over that 5 there. I probably need to represent that a little bit better visually. That's probably quite confusing. So let me add some y-axis to this. You're kind of 5, 1, 2, flat 3, and repeat it. 5, 1, 2, flat 3. Fun. The question is what happens in the middle, right? Oh, you can hear it ringing in there. Yeah. Interesting. I think it just that's what's happening there. I think we're just holding the flat 3 there. I'm too good at that left-hand muting that sometimes I can't do it. I can't not do it. Something like that. Let's keep going. Okay, actually, check it out. That's a little change there. It actually goes down back to the 1 at the end there. Very nice. So that melody up top is so yeah, just generally like yep, sorry. Re, do, sol, do, re, mi, sol, do, re, do. That's what we're seeing down there. Okay, let's focus in on the rhythm of this bass here as we move forward. Huh? So we kind of changed it. We do have the we still have that. There's something else interesting going on with the rhythm on the bass line there. That happens. We got an and to four situation there. Oh, wait, did we get that both times? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's something interesting that happens in the bass line there. Because we lose the consistency. No longer do we just have the da 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 da. Now we get da 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 da. There's an and of four situation there too, right? Maybe we can go to YouTube and slow it down if we need to, but there's definitely something weird going on there. Okay, getting there. Yeah, it gets a little funky there, especially because I think he is doing fingers, but he does something just that kind of goes somewhere between playing and strumming there, right? Let's see here. Because it's in that bass line. How does he do that with the bass line? Alicia, welcome. We're trying to figure out this crazy picking pattern situation, right? So we know that... I know people probably like to... I mean, I'll let the chat make this decision. How's that? We could go one of two ways here. I can either pull out another whiteboard and start working out the rhythms like really hard of like each individual line to figure out how we can kind of pick this. And we could spend time figuring out and looking at the process of how would we figure out the exact picking pattern of this, you know, by ear, listening to this. Or we can go away from that and more figure out, or spend more time figuring out like an analysis, like harmonically of what's happening, kind of make a guess as to the chord progression that's happening here, and kind of cheat and use the resources of like kind of looking up the picking pattern of that quickly, by going and looking either at a YouTube video of like maybe we can see Johnny Greenwood himself playing that. That's what I'll do right now. I'll look up Johnny Greenwood playing it for a little hint, but in the meantime, you guys let me know in the chat, would you rather us focus on the picking pattern exactly or move forward into more harmonic analysis of this and then hit the bass and stuff, bass and drums and stuff faster? I have resources. I like resources. I like that. Jigsaw falling into place live, right? I bet the basement one is gonna be good, right? Or do they not have Jigsaw in the basement? Oh, they're not showing it. So we know that that is Tom York playing this. Yeah. All right. Oh man, I should have been sharing my screen this whole while. So check it out. When playing this live, they play very differently. I'm sharing my sound with you guys, right? You can hear that. So check it out. You can see his fingers. I had all the fingerings correct. Yep. But you could tell Johnny Greenwood's not in that same tune. Oh yeah, let me get that a little bit closer. Yep, there. Okay, so interesting. Yep. So looks like I was right about all the fingerings and everything, and they don't even play it that way live. It looks like. Same thing. Yep, it's kind of hard to see, right? But when they play it live, that's kind of how they play it, right? Even though it did look like Tom York was putting his like pinky down somewhere. Sorry, his ring finger down somewhere, but that could have just been, that could have been muting, you know what I mean? So something like that, right? That's fun. That's neato. Well, all right. So clearly they wouldn't even play it like that live. Let's see if we can look up a tab of this and see how close we were. I love this guy. Yeah, see, this guy doesn't even do it that way. See, look, even this guy, I love this guy. This guy does all kinds of great Radiohead things. I love this perspective and everything. But even he's just strumming it. Aha! Okay, well, I don't want to see too much of that, so I'm going to stop it right there. I don't want to get spoiled on the rest of it. But, we had all of those notes correct and all those fingerings correct based off of this tuning and everything. So that's a win right there. Except he forgot, he missed that. If you listen to it, it goes back down there. He missed that detail. So that's the intro of that. And then, I mean, so I didn't see too much of that. I got my second guitar in hand. I like to get the picking pattern down, but I'm fine with the cheating. Yeah, we like the cheating. So looks like the picking pattern is really just that kind of situation where you really are just kind of start. I think you are basically just going to be strumming it after that, right? Just. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to what he's doing on the actual record, he's absolutely just doing some like weird like claw-handed thing where he's definitely doing this for a majority of this riff. But then when he moves to this part, it definitely, you can hear that all the notes kind of just start ringing and clanging at once, so he definitely starts kind of more just doing this, you know. Because especially that's the weird part is if you listen to the bass, it's kind of got this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 when you look at what the melody is doing over top of that to get the that double hit in the bass there is a little weird, you know. But let's take a look and see what other people may have done. Nice, okay, there we go. Okay, so check it out. He's taking, on this tutorial thing, he's taking the exact picking pattern that we've been using so far on this, you know, right? Except he's adding just the double ring there, the double open string there. Right? Sorry, I'm not playing it properly, but he's doing the exact picking pattern as heard in the first part of this riff. But as we said earlier, it doesn't actually repeat there. It doesn't actually repeat. He does something different there. It changes when he gets to that section, right? It absolutely changes. So he does something really weird there. Because he gets that double hit on the bass there. Because the melody at the same time does the something like that. But that's too much bass. It's too much bass. It really doesn't really seem to make any sense, honestly. Honest to God, it doesn't really seem to make any sense. Thank you for expanding the analysis to Radiohead beyond the Casablancas. Absolutely. I love all kinds of music. I love the Strokes a lot. Obviously, I love the Strokes, and I love Julian Casablancas and the Voids and everything he does. I love so much more music than just the Strokes, and I would love to be able to expand it to all kinds of people. If I'm being honest with you guys for a second, I mean, you guys are the real homies. You're here on the live stream. Every time I try to do something that's not the Strokes, it doesn't perform well. It doesn't hit on the algorithm. It doesn't get the same types of views. It doesn't get the same people. And then I always get people commenting on those things, just saying like, hey, can you do more Strokes, please? Please, more of that. And I'm like, I mean, okay, if that's what you guys want, but just know I'm definitely interested in covering a lot more stuff than just the Strokes. Honestly, honest to God. So I'm happy that we got some cool people here talking about Radiohead. Speaking of Radiohead, we have the consistent, we get the 1, then the 7, then we go to the flat 3 in the bass, you know, these chords. And then we get to this section where we go back and forth between the flat 6 and the 5 in the bass. It changes. The picking pattern does not stay the same. That is for sure. You get a situation where the bass line changes, rhythm. You no longer have the, you know, 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then it changes. It goes. That's what's on the record. I've listened to it a bunch of times. That's what's on the record is 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that's what changes there. And then at the same time with that bass line changing, you also now getting this like ringing. You have this open D here that's just like ringing throughout this whole bit here. And the timing of that ringing with the timing exactly of the melody makes it certain that when you get to this section of this riff, it breaks out of that picking pattern and it does something different now. That to me just feels like Tom York just kind of doing something that feels a little more natural to him, and definitely leaves this kind of like regimented picking thing into kind of more this kind of more claw hammer strumming picking finger thing rather than just this thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of, oh wait, I'm not a standard, but it's this kind of like folky situation, right? You know, that kind of thing. This kind of thing. You know what I mean, guys? Changes a lot. So I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm not sure it's worth it for us to take a look and try to figure out exactly what that pattern is in this last bit of this riff, because it seems like other people aren't even doing it. I just looked up 2 tutorials. Let me look up a 3rd tutorial and just make sure, yeah, that no one's really playing this the way that it is on the record, because it's pretty enigmatic. Honestly, it's pretty mysterious and enigmatic, and we could figure it out together. But we'd have to spend time digging into that. You guys let me know if that's something you want to do. Would you rather just move on to the other parts of the song? Oh, sorry. Went too fast. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, he's more or less still just doing it that same way as everyone else, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not fucking up on my syncopation here. Let me just double check. Yep, nope. I'm still. Yeah, nobody on the internet is playing this accurate to the way that it is on the record. One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and. Let me take a listen to see about that melody there. Something, yeah. Yep. So it would be cool to have an accurate version of the pattern out there, Robophonic says. Yeah. The algorithm is a cruel and fickle master. That is absolutely true. But honestly, it is the support of people like you coming in here and supporting and showing the algorithm, hey, even when it's Radiohead and not, Julian Casablancas, we get a little bit of engagement. That means a lot. And, concurrent streamers have been pretty decent on this one so far, which is great. And it's great to have you guys here. Thank you. That being said, speaking of that, I should say, thanks for coming out, everybody. If you like what I do, like, share, subscribe. You can leave me a tip with super thanks, that kind of stuff. Any little thing helps, trying to obviously make this like my full-time real gig, may be able to make a living off of this stuff, and it's a lot harder than people think it is. But I love being here. Don't feel obliged. But if you like what I do and you want to support me monetarily, you can leave a super thanks tip. But you guys are the best. Thank you for being here. That's enough. Unless you want to do more, and then you could do more, like sharing and subscribing and all that stuff. That's not just monetary support. You guys are the best. Thank you. Yeah, it'd be cool to have an accurate version of the pattern out there. Would you ever do the song Just I remember hearing the chorus on Instagram and instantly got hooked. Just is that that is Radiohead as well, right? What album is that one off of? Just. Oh yeah, that one's off The Bends. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, I'm down to do anything, you know. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what song am I gonna do next, what thing am I gonna cover, and I just decided it's not worth it for me to spend my time trying to think about that stuff. I'm literally just letting the people decide. You guys are voting in the polls, and I'm doing those songs. So, if you want a song like that, let me know now, like in the chat, and then bring it up later, like in a poll or something. You know, that's how we're gonna figure this out. You know, whatever gets the votes gets the song, gets the coverage. Hello, new friends, welcome. So, I'll tell you what. This is interesting, right? There is seemingly no accurate tab on this so far. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna do a little bit more sleuthing. The way we're at right now, it looks like there's no fully accurate tab of this picking pattern in the intro here. That's definitely not even right at all. Yeah, well. So, that's not accurate either. I'm looking on Ultimate Guitar now. Songster's not real, is it? Nope.
D as in, do the weird tuning, get it over with.
Nope. He doesn't do it other way. All right, so I just checked like 4 different people on YouTube and like 3 different tabs on Ultimate Guitar and Songster and other places. There is no fully accurate tab of this because when you actually listen to the record, it absolutely does switch up its picking pattern like entirely. Let me see if I can find other versions. Nope. Nothing accurate. Okay, so I guess I'm at a crossroads here, guys. Do we do some analysis on the rest of the song, or do we just dive in and try to figure out, you know, what is the actual pattern here? What is actually being played? I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to see what's actually being played, honestly. Are you guys okay with that? Let's see here. We're doing it. I'm that's what we'll do. I'm going to jump into this, and if it becomes bad content and a bad stream and boring, you guys let me know. And we'll go from there. Okay. So, okay, so how are we gonna do this, guys? Let's do one. We've kind of done it this way before, right? We need 4 beats. I can't believe this. This is Radiohead. This is such a popular song. And there is a popular band, one of their more popular songs, and there's no accurate tab, like actually getting like the nuances and the minutia of this. That's kind of blowing my mind, to be honest. I'm gonna do it that way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I think we're gonna need 2 measures of this to really figure this out here. Hold on. We need 4 measures. We will need 4 measures for this. Might be a popular video if I figure it out. Maybe. Well, I don't know. See, I don't know because, you know, I did this with The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I was like, no one has done the chords right. Nobody has the chords right if you look at what's actually being played there. And I made a whole video. It's like the video I've like worked the hardest on in terms of figuring out the actual chords and then like putting together an explanation of how I did it and then made all these motion graphics and all this stuff. It was like the video I've like worked the hardest on. I think I put over 100 hours into that video and I put up there and be like, everyone on the internet has these chords wrong. The true chords of My Chemical Romance is Black Parade. Like all this stuff like and the video like absolutely fucking tanked. So like I'm pretty sure that I'm skeptical that if I did take the route of going like hey, the actual picking pattern or the actual, you know, rhythm of the intro to Jigsaw falling into place by Radiohead, I'm not sure that it would actually perform, you know, and that's the thing, that it's simply not worth it for me to spend, you know, dozens and dozens and dozens of hours recording, editing, creating visual representations, you know, motion graphics, all that stuff of a video that's just gonna tank, right? Maddie Gregg, Black Parade. I mean, yeah, you know, this one, True Chords, The Black Parade, you know, 20 minutes, I did all these awesome motion graphics and all kinds of stuff in here. Like, I worked really hard on this video. It's been stuck at like 800, 900 videos, 900 views for 8 months. Like, people are not watching this video. And I know, like, oh, 900 views, you know, that's not a lot of views, you know, when it comes to trying to find growth, right? And so it's like a video like this. Hey, this is how this thing actually is. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the way that the algorithm was working at the time. I'm not sure, but I got burned on that one before, so I'm not sure if I would do that, you know? Everyone gets to see my Pokemon content there. If you looked in my subscriptions page over here, is there a way to get rid of that? Oh, I can get rid of that. Okay, good. Now you guys, I don't have to share with you guys how much of a nerd I am and how much Pokemon content I watch. Cool Pokemon content, you know. Yeah, we'll say it again. Algorithm is a cruel and fickle master. Listen, man. Competitive, you know, VGC Pokemon doubles and speed running and Nuzlocke, that's fun. That's fun stuff. Who doesn't love that? Anyway, so we'll do it on live stream, you know? We'll do it on live stream. We're gonna need four measures of this. I'm gonna give myself a little more room here. 2 and 3 and 4. We got 1 measure, 2 measures, 3 measures, 4 measures. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did one too many. Okay, so I've kind of already got some of this baseline figured out, right? So let's do that baseline first, right? It happens so fast. Yeah. So that bass line, we'll do the bass line, yeah. Yeah. Keep it in red, purple, whatever. We do have that. By the way, I'm just right now gonna do the melody and the bass, because those that little, you know, what is this called? The open string, kind of this pedal point in there. You know, we'll be able to fill that in later after we figure this out. You know, I'm just gonna be filling in the blank. So we're going. Then we have the flats. Yeah. Then we go. Then we do the ba da ba. You know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And that's the thing, is I'm actually pretty sure he goes back up to the flat 6 on the and of 4 after this measure. It's really weird. You know, it's like boom, boom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Yeah, it's kind of like. He might, maybe he does a double kind of thumb there. We gotta use the resources. We gotta go slower, my friends. So we're gonna find Jigsaw falling into place on YouTube. We'll get there eventually. Yep, he does go up. He does go up to the bass on the and of 4 in that second measure to return to the flat 6 section. He does the double hit there, yeah. He does, you can hear it. I'm kind of running out of space already. We'll just, yeah. All right, you know what? I'm gonna, for my own friggin' sanity. No, man, what am I doing? I've already written it. Yep, I'll just be better. I can't believe no one's done this properly yet. No one that I can find. Yeah. And he does that too. He doesn't even hit it there. There's no bass note here, everybody. Let me just double check that. If he does, it's really quiet. Wait, did I just hear it? Just... Wow. I'm at a loss here, honestly. Like, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I can kind of start to hear this stuff. I will say this, though. He's definitely staccatoing that. And there might be one here staccatoed. Maybe. It's really light. That's the thing. Is, I mean, I can break it down like this and look at, you know, and listen for, you know, what's actually being played. But the other thing that comes after this is like, how do they play this? All right, you know, like, and I don't. Oh well, now bringing it back to the beginning of the live stream, Maddie Greg. That's why they stopped playing it live, because it's really fucking crazy to play. Except not, because when they played it live, they didn't even do it like this. They just did it like this. You know what I mean? He just played like that. Right? So that's still not why, but in terms of the record, how did they get this down for the record? I feel like the answer is a absolute butt ton of practice. This is wild, actually. And then he goes back to the 1 on the end of 4 there. So that is the baseline here, right? Is you know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ah, wait. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Like that's what's happening there, right? Oh, I can read it here so I can face you guys. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. But that's the thing, is that's quiet too. So he hits this one hard and then kind of staccatos this. That's so interesting. He plays this with a lot of expression, absolutely. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ah, I messed it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's the bass line there. That's tough. Interesting. Now let's try to figure out what exactly is going on with that melody there too. Oh, we wanted to slow it down. That's what we wanted. We're using the resource, so we're slowing it down. Sorry, we gotta go back here. It's not too late. One and two and 3 and 4 and. All right. Out of the melody in blue, I guess. Yeah. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and bow da da bow da da do Is that true? Interesting. Yeah, okay, so 1 and 2 and the end. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that rings. That's a big part of that. Interesting. Okay, so that's so interesting. Wow, man, it really makes you feel like the Wait. Oh yeah, but what notes are being played there, right? So that's so interesting. Okay, so that is sure. I mean, I guess I should spend time. So here's the interesting thing. The melody notes, the bum, 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 dum, dun, 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 that the melody notes rhythmically are the same as they were before. However, again, it is these bass notes, the way that they have the double up and then you accent the end of 4 with the bass note, it really makes everything feel like it's flipped, right? Because you're accenting the upbeat, the offbeat here, which, you know, suddenly now these bits that are on, you know, the downbeats, like on the 2s here in the melody, it flips it. It makes it feel like that's the offbeat. It really is very kind of, you know, disorienting is the word. It's very disorienting there. That's so interesting. Let me see if I can hear more specifically what's going on with the middle voice there, that D, right? Yeah, it lines up with it. Huh. it lines up, right? It interesting. Every single time that this gets hit, this also, this middle string is also hit every single time consistently. So I mean, that is massively different. That is massively different to begin with. Every single time that this it gets hit every single time. That does not get left out a single time here. And you do, it does fill in the blanks in a couple of these places, but not in all of them, right? I do think the threes are all kind of doubled up there. That is so really weird. And let's get this out of the way. There is, you know, this is rung on the and of 4 preceding this. We already have the middle voice. We do already have the middle voice and the top voice ringing across here, right? Like that, they're already ringing. So something like that, right? One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Oh yeah. Yeah, wow. Is that really what we're here? We're almost, so we are almost there. Wow, he played. You don't really say this with an acoustic guitar very much, but man, he played the shit out of this acoustic guitar, because even just like the dynamics of these fingers are perfectly like he's just hitting everything just like so slightly, you know, in all the right areas where it's like he is tenutoing this and accenting that and like barely lightly playing, you know, that and this. Like it's kind of wild, honestly. So I guess the answer to the question is like, you know, where the heck do you even put those? I just like in all like the little places, you know? Can you guys read my insane handwriting here, or should I actually write this out in a tab proper? Yeah, I think I'm gonna tab it. I think I'm gonna pull up a drive thing and just really do this and try to figure out what is he actually doing here. I think that makes sense. Jigsaw real actual tab. And we gotta change some of this around. So I got D A D F sharp. Okay. B D. That's what we got. So we're just gonna skip ahead. We're just gonna skip ahead to the wait 1 second. Sorry, I want to be able to check my chat while this is happening too. So let me just copy this to a new tab so I can keep my just in case anyone wants to say anything, you know. Cool. Hey, Alicia, thank you very, very, very much. That means a lot. Thank you so very much, Alicia. Everyone, can we get F sharps in the chat for Alicia? Thank you very much. Yeah, I love doing these live streams. They're a lot of fun. Honestly, it's just cherry on top if I can make a little money on it too. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're just gonna skip ahead only to this section once we get to this weird bit, right? The tabs are fully accurate for everything else, right? So let's see here. Can I organize all of this in such a way that I can actually show like the ands and stuff? Let me see here. I must be able to do this, right? What are you doing? Who do you think you are? I did not hit tab, but I may not have a choice. I don't know what's going on here. We'll make it work. 2 and but this is the problem with tabs is you can't actually get an accurate representation of this thing. You know? Oops. I'ma make it accurate, okay? How's that? No choice here. Okay. Okay, so we got this anacrusis thing here. We're gonna need that. All right, that's what it's gonna have to be for now. I could probably actually to get it proper whoop. Oh yeah, that would be way easier, wouldn't it be? Thanks for telling me, everybody. That's the move. Is you copy the 1, And you just do it like that. Okay. And then we'll change the tuning on it. And we'll need to copy that over as well. Whoa, wait, when did this happen? Thanks for going down the picking pattern rabbit hole, contributing to the $5 train. Maybe use music notation software instead, like Flat or MuseScore. I don't have MuseScore on. Okay, before I talk about that, hey, thank you so very much, everybody. Hell yeah, look at that. Thank you so much for all the super likes. That's awesome. Thank you. I feel like I'm doing fun, cool, exciting work here. I'm happy to have you guys with me. And again, just a little bit of that cash, man. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you. Would I use music notation for this? No, I wouldn't actually, because that's not going to show the fingerings and stuff. See, the ideal thing for guitar is going to be tabs with accurate rhythms. That's the best thing you can have for guitar. Music notation doesn't really work for guitar for lots of reasons that we're not going to get into right now. Yes. But thank you for being with me. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, hold on a hot second, everybody. Okay. I'm doing this best I can, right? Because we're talking about what is so significant about this bit. There's this anacrusis bit here, right? Let's not forget, we do have the on the and of 4 here. We have these guys ringing, right? And those are going to continue to ring as we head into this next part here. How did I figure out the tuning? Great question, Robophonic. So I didn't figure out the tuning per se. What I did was I started listening and I found a note. I started playing it in standard tuning, I'll say. Started playing the song in standard tuning. And I went through until I heard a note that wasn't in standard tuning. I was like, okay, that's a low D, which is lower than standard tuning goes. So I know we're in an alternate tuning. And so then from there, I actually was like, well, I've already figured out that we're in an alternate tuning. So I'm just going to go look up what the alternate tuning was. I was just like, the resources are there. And, when you talk about, how would you function trying to figure this stuff out without the resources if there's not resources? Figuring out alternative tunings for things, if it's like a weird tuning, is a really weird and difficult thing to do. It's not really something that you do like on your own very much. I would be more likely, honestly, to try to go for something, be like, what is the alternate tuning for this? And then, I would go to learn something, and it's like, it's in some weird alternative tuning. So I have 2 options. One, go see if somebody else has already figured it out. And if they haven't, your only other option is to see if you can find a live video of the band performing that song and look at their fingers and try to match everything and be like, oh, wait, there you go. His fingers hit this string and it was this note. So how would I tune that string to make this fret be that note? And then you just do it string by string by string, and it takes a really gosh dang long time. I asked because if the rhythm is wrong, sorry, I'll get ahead of myself. Yeah, it would take a gosh dang long time to figure that out. And so since someone else already did the hard work on the tuning, I was just gonna take that. I ask because if the rhythm is wrong, the tuning could also be suspect. That's a good point. but I would not be so skeptical on this. You know, you do start to develop this sense of when something is sus and when something is not. And I knew it was in an alternate tuning, and I knew what the notes were being played. But then I went and I looked up the tuning. Somebody wrote this out, and then I went and looked at them playing it. I looked at Radiohead playing it live, and it indeed did confirm that this was right. Right. So that's how you do it. You do the tuning, you go look up the video of them playing it live, you see if the fingerings match. They do, great. Then we're all set. So the tuning is not suspect in this case. It's just the rhythm. And I understand why, because the rhythm is really crazy difficult, honestly. All right, so those guys are definitely ringing along, which is important. So from there, what happens is we get on the end of one, we have the 5 there, right? We have the 5, and on the and here, we get the hit of this guy again. Bunk, bunk, bunk. That's the thing, like, a lot of this stuff is just, like, ringing while this is happening, you know? I mean, I'd be better served, honestly, like, yeah, I don't know. I could get all the staccato in there, too, if we want, honestly. Do I have the spacing on this wrong? I'm not sure. No, that looks fine. I think I just messed up on this one here. So we're going to push that a little bit further. Oh, I see. It's kind of between here. Dang it. Dang gummit. No, that's right. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, I see the issue. Yeah, I kind of messed up on this. There's 2 spaces. Oh, there's 2 spaces there. Okay. We can do it. We're going to go 3 spaces on each of them, I think. Yeah, that's the move. This in 1979 drew me in from the rhythm as close as it is. 1979 drew me in from the rhythm. As in 1979, I mean, is that like, wait, is that the Smashing Pumpkins song? Yeah, it is Smashing Pumpkins. Knew that off the top of my head. Love me some Smashing Pumpkins too. Another band that I love and respect, and I know Siamese Dream so well, but Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness I never really got too into. Yeah. But I love them and would love to cover them a little bit one of these days, actually. Oops, come on. Cool. So that's going to be our thing here, I believe. I just want this to be, you know, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it right. You guys know what I'm saying? Tapping is annoying sometimes. There we go. Yeah, the drums in 1979 are super syncopated. Yeah, interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. So for anybody coming in, I should probably write this down so anyone says this can see this. Every tab and cover on the internet is wrong about the rhythm of the last part of the intro. If anyone comes in, they'll know. Every tab and cover on the internet is wrong about the rhythm of the last part of the intro of Jigsaw Falling Into Place by Radiohead. We're tabbing out a perfectly accurate version. Transcription? Yeah. There you go. Okay, so that's the thing. We have this holding out there on the end of 4. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, this is kind of not showing. I want it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back on this because I want it to. No. No. I've come this far. All right. So we have, we got these guys holding out here. That's an important thing. Okay. 1 and 2. I'm gonna start by just putting in all the bass and rhythm parts that we know. So we got 1. Is Jigsaw your fave song on In Rainbows? No, it's not. My favorite song on In Rainbows is probably Weird Fishes. Weird Fishes is awesome. Oh, House of Cards is so... I mean, those are definitely my 3 favorite. Weird Fishes, House of Cards, and Jigsaw are probably my 3 favorites. Jigsaw is not complete enough of a song for me to feel like it's my favorite on the album. You know what I mean? Because it does kind of feel like it doesn't really go anywhere very much. That doesn't have that the journey, the tension release across the whole song. It kind of feels very much just like one mode, one movement. Okay. And then we have, yeah, that's what we're doing here. I'm gonna do all that. Yeah, okay. We gotta keep these measures proper, right? And here's the crazy thing. Here's a big one that nobody gets right, is this double hit in the bass here in the second measure here. Is this legible for you guys? I suppose, actually, this is probably better. I could do it like this. Am I inventing, accurate tab here? Why has no one just done this? It's really easy to just put rhythmic information in a tab, isn't it? Why don't people do this? Look, I just made a bar line. Why has nobody put a bar line in a tab before? It's not that hard. Bonk. Yeah. Why do people not do that? Guys, did I just fix tabs? Did I just fix... I added bar lines to the tabs. Did I fix tabs? That's so funny. Great. Okay. Historical moment caught on live stream. Okay. We might not do this sustain thing so much. The important part is that, it sustains there. I'm gonna push this down a little bit. it doesn't line up perfectly, but that's all right. We are watching innovation happen in real time. All right, so we got there we go. And then here's a kicker for you guys. Again, we have this. It actually goes on the end of 4 here. Actually, back to the top here. Nobody has that proper. Here, honk. And that'll be good actually because we go to 9 up there. Get that 1 in there. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that in there. We'll get the melodies in there. Again, every single time that we have a melody note, we also do get the open string there every single time. 7 0 every time. What did I write down here, right? 2 and then the end of 3, right? Okay, so we have the 0 here, and then we have the 7, and then we get the and of 3. That's when we hit the 8, and we also get the 0. But then that's the weird part too, is like, what is even... I think... What's happening in the middle there? Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, what's happening there, kiddos? Let's see here. Just nothing? No, we have one of these in there. You can hear it. What a wild situation this is. And again, that rings. Oh, just doing the melody notes here. Oh. And then, yeah, again, every time you would have had a blank spot, you could throw that in there. Oops. So the only thing I'm not 100%, sure on. Oh yeah, no, and that changes there because then we go. That's right. We go to the 9th with the 9. It's really more like this. Is that not weird, guys? Let's see here. Yep, it's something more like that. I'm not sure about these, like, I'm not sure about like all of these hits. Like this one might actually just be like these guys sustaining here. No, because you can hear he kind of, you can hear there's like a little hit there. Maybe it's this one. Oh yeah. It's so funny to see one day analyzing a super aggressive song like Just or song on the first Arctic Monkeys record. Yep, yep. Romano did suggest Just earlier to do today. We can also definitely do some Arctic Monkeys. I'd love to do some Arctic Monkeys on here one of these days. That'd be rad, actually. Can you guys read this, or is this also really blurry? Because when I'm checking on the stream, like monitoring it, it's really blurry. Can you guys read that? Do I need to make all this bigger? Is this a thing? Like that? Is that better for you guys? That should be way better, right? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but I made it better. All right, we're seconding Arctic Monkeys stuff, so we love that. All right, so it's really more like this, guys. This is really more like what he's doing. But the thing is, all of these like little open string, D string hits here are like just so subtle. Like the expressionism, the dynamics, the fluidity with which he plays this like really weird rhythm thing is wild. Like, you know, he figured this out and he practiced the ever loving hell out of this to do the plays, because this is so weird, right? Yeah, there he goes. There it is. Yeah, guys, what do you think? I mean, you'd have to take it a lot of practice to get this down right. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1. There it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 3, yeah, 3, oh yeah, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Wow, wild. but you gotta practice it perfectly. Like, he plays it so perfectly. It's so fluid. Like, he accents the end of 4 here to make it feel like you turn things around, and you like kind of hard. It's also light and gentle and perfect. And like when he does these double hits here on these open D strings going directly into these next ones, it's like really light and perfect. That's wild. Yeah. So there you go. I guess I'll figure out a way to make this like publicly available to people, because this is it. This is the true tab of it, but just like played perfectly. Just play it absolutely perfectly, immaculately, which is way easier said than done. So there you go, everybody. We did it. We did the actual tab, the actual rhythm of that song with the rhythms. Wow, wild. Woo! Do I enjoy the mixing of that song, like with the finger noises on the guitar? Yeah, I love it. You know, I think with like modern technology and like how crazy like digital signal processing has gotten, that you know, a lot of times people just try to like remove the human elements from mixes, from songs, from productions, from records, and I find that really weird. You know what I mean? I don't like, it's like AI stuff where at first you see an AI thing and you're like, whoa, that's so awesome and cool, and then the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time the novelty completely wears off and you're like, this does nothing for me. Like, it feels uncanny. I don't like it anymore. And I feel that way about songs that try to like mitigate like string noise. They try to mitigate, you know, imperfections in timing. They try to mix things in such a way that they just like sound fake, honestly. And so it's like, don't be out here trying to don't be out here like, you know what I mean? Like the string noises is part of the instrument. If you want to get down with acoustic guitar, you gotta get down with the string noise, right? The same way that if you like a single coil electric guitar, you gotta get down with the hum. You know what I mean? You'll never get a humbucker that actually sounds like a single coil, like properly. Like, you get close, but it ends up not being the full thing. So it's like, you gotta deal with it. You like, I love the finger sounds. I actively like when those are a part of recordings. Yeah, I've always loved finger sounds and acoustic before even playing it. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. So now that we've done the actual tab of that song, why don't we do a harmonic analysis really quick? All right, let's take a look at this. Let's bring this around here, and let's do a quick harmonic analysis. Let me bring this down a little bit so we can really be looking. And then we have the flat 6, 5, flat 6, 5. Okay. So first of all, oh yeah, sorry, let me write that down. We're still in B minor. Not that matters in this case. Okay, I go red now. I'm feeling red. How do you guys feel? Okay, so we definitely start with the 1 chord here, right? Absolutely just the 1 chord. Straight minor. No 7, anything like that. Ooh, this is kind of a, the 7 and the 2, I mean, what is this giving if not giving a 7 diminished, which is really interesting. A 7 diminished, omit the 5th, you know, we'll say that, I suppose, right? No 5. What's interesting about that is that's some harmonic minor stuff right there, right? It kind of has a harmonic minor flavor, right? Because normally you'd have the flat 7, right? But we don't have that. We have in octaves that thing right there, that harmonic minor. You could call it just a chromatic movement. I'll write that down. You could just call it a chromatic movement, but we do hang on to it for a while. You know? Oh, I'll give myself a little more. I gotta give myself a little more room here. Anyway, sorry, you could call it or just chromatic if you want, but the thing is, we do hang on it for a little bit, that you do start to get woo, I'll be honest, guys, doing the tab of that and figuring out all the rhythm of that has absolutely kind of melted my brain here. Lo-Fi Girl, what is going on? So I don't even understand tabs or theory, but here I am. Well, thank you for being here. It's a great song, right? Isn't it? So the point is, oh, good night, Leo. It's great to see you. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Point is, we hang on to this next chord. We hang on it for a bit of time, like what, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I keep getting paranoid that I'm messing up the timing on that. So let me see here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 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 2. So we hang on to that chromatic movement down for 2 full bars, which, you know, you could call it just chromatic if you want, but the point is, it does start to assert itself kind of as that harmonic minor flavor, because we have that natural 7 in there in a minor key. So it's establishing a harmonic minor flavor. So I think it's totally acceptable to call it a 7, you know, the way that I've called it here, because you're starting to get that in there. You know what I mean? So what happens after that is, what do we have when we have a flat 3? We have the 1 there, and then we have the 7. So we'd have a 3, 5, 7, right? So that is indeed interesting here. So let me remind myself here. So what notes are we going to have in a flat 3 chord? In a flat 3 chord, we're going to have flat 3, 5, and flat 7. There's no 5, but we do have this 2 and this 1 here. Flat 3, 5, 7. We have the 2 to the 1. That's an interesting chord there, isn't it? A D down here, and then what notes do we have here? We have, we're in a weird tuning, aren't we? So got a D and an A. That's feeling pretty good so far there. Oh, duh! I should have seen that coming, right? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty solid in calling this a flat 3 major 7 situation here. That's a neat chord, actually. Flat 3 major 7 to 6. Right, when you go from this to that, you have that flat 3 major 7 to a 6, right? So, you know, you could play it like this should still sound like it. We don't have the 3 in there. But let's entertain the possibility. Let's entertain the idea of it being something else. Like, what could it be, though? Like, it could be... Oh, wait, hold on. Got a flat 7. No, it wouldn't be that. Nope. I don't... So, we're not going to expect this to be in the bass because it's not. So, the only other option is, like, is it an inversion with the flat 7? Because that would be flat 7, 2 with a flat 3? No, because that would be flat 7, 2, 4. Right? Am I doing that right? Yeah, because if we were playing a flat 7 chord in B minor, we'd be getting an A major. Right? We do not have this E here at all. We have the A. Oh no, sorry. We do have the D. Nope. I'm feeling confidently that that is a root position situation here. So we have ourselves a B minor to the B flat minor. Could be diminished, could not be. Sounds diminished because of that implies that harmonic minor situation. And then we have a flat 3, which would be that D major 7 to D add 6. That's what's happening there. And then we have, this is the fun part. Is this a flat 6 major 7 again? Yeah, we have the flat, well, yeah, we have the, so flat 6 would be 6, 1, 3. So we're omitting the 3rd. That's such an interesting sound. I mean, that would follow, right? Because we have the same kind of situation where we have a omitting 3rd, right? No 3. And we have a similar situation here, right? Where we'd have a flat 6 major 7. Right. Is that the 3rd now? Because that would be the octave. No, that's still the 5th. Yeah, we're omitting the 3rd. Oh, and then there's our major 3rd. Yep. Solid. Yep. Nice. That is solidly a flat 6 major 7. And then we go to we got the 5 flat 3. Ah. Nice. I'm gonna call that. That's so interesting. Oh yeah. Flat 6, major 7 for sure there. And then it looks to me like we might more be going for... We got the 5 in the bass. Flat 3 there. We might be actually more going for a flat 3 in first inversion. Doesn't feel like a 5 chord, right? We do not have... Well, we do have the 2 there. Ooh. Flat 3. Yeah, flat 3 major 7. We don't have the flat 7 there, but that's okay. Yep. Flat 3. Flat 3. Yep. Nice. So, we are definitely seeing a flat 3 major 7 in first inversion. There we go. All right, friends. Woo! We have a chord progression. That's such an interesting chord progression, don't you think? Let me write that down properly. I did a real tab here. Anything interesting? Sweet dreams are made of these. Wow. Okay, so that intro. Guys, I'm spent. My brain is dead on this. Like really figuring out everything that's going on with that and figuring out how to properly tab and rhythm and transcribe the whole thing out is got my brain melted, obviously. Okay, so we are in B minor, and we're gonna call that we have a 1. Then I'm gonna call it a 7 diminished, no 5. And then we have ourselves a flat 3. A flat 3, I'm taking up way too much space with that no 5. You don't deserve that much real estate. There we go. Okay. Then we have a flat 3. We're gonna go 7 down to 6. That's how we're gonna call that. 7 down to 6. Also, and then this one has no 3. Isn't that interesting? And then we move to this interesting part where we repeat this, right? Yeah, I'll just write it out properly. And then we have a flat 6, major 7, to a flat 3, major 7, how do I, let's see here, I would write that in first inversion, right? I'll do it like that, over its third, and then we repeat, right? Do we like that? I mean, you guys let me know. Do you prefer the notation like this, the flat 3 major 7 over the third, or do you prefer flat 3 major 7 in first inversion? What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer inversions or the slash chords? I mean, I generally prefer inversion because it helps me, understand and more immediately see like the harmony that's actually happening. Whereas when I see the flat 3 over the third, my first thought is like, yeah, I agree, Romano. Because slash chords, I feel like slash chords should be reserved for non-inversions, for having a triad with a other weird note in the bass, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you get that like gospel-y thing, like like you have, like, let's say you're in a key like this, and then you would have, say, the 4 chord, right, with a 5 in the bass, that kind of thing, right? So you have a G major with an A in the bass. I think that is what the slash chord is for, and you guys seemingly agree, so that's what we'll do. Glad we are all aligned. And then guess what, buckos? We repeat it. We repeat it. That's what happens here. Just lots of interesting major 7s. Oh wait, but no third, right? With no third. Yeah, that's interesting. First inversion, no 3. That's so weird. And then we repeat it. There you go. Now that is a Radiohead chord progression. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, that's a Radiohead chord progression. Let's see if we can play this for a second. So we're in B minor, right? So that's what we're gonna have here is I mean, I'll be nice. I'll write it out for everybody like this. Okay, so we have a B minor, and then we have a B flat. I'm gonna call that a B flat minor no 5. That's probably the easiest way to write that for notation, like that. B minor, B flat minor, no 5. And then from there you're going to get a D major 7. A D major 7 to a D add 6. That's kind of how I would write that. And then you're gonna. I'm just gonna write it like this, so I only have to write it once because you repeat it down here. And then you're going to get a. What note is that? That's a G, right? Yeah. Then you have a G major 7, and then you have. I could be better about this. G major 7, and then a what do we have? And then you have the D, right? Yeah, you have that again. You have a D major 7, same thing. First inversion, no 3. That's so interesting. I suppose, like if you are writing out a lead sheet for somebody, this is where you would write D major 7 over F sharp, and you go, was it no 3? Or was it no 5? I'm sorry. No 5. Of course there's a 3. We're in first inversion. It's no 3. No 5, sorry. Hold on a second. We would have D, F sharp. Do we have the D, F? Do we have an F sharp in there at all? And B minor, B, D, that'd be the 5. Oh, we do. I'm nutty. I'm being nutty over here. We have the flat 3. Yeah, check it out. We have the flat 3. That's the root. We have the 5th, which is the 3rd. Oh, we don't have a flat 7. So yeah, it is no 5. It is indeed no 5. There we go. There you go, kiddos. That's the chord progression. B minor, B flat minor, no 5, maybe diminished, I don't know. A D major 7 to a D add 6, then a G major 7 to a D major 7 over F sharp, no 5, and you repeat that. Or in other words, a 1, harmonic minor 7 kind of thing to a flat 3 with an interesting kind of suspension, major 7 to add 6 suspension. And you go back and forth from a flat 6 to a flat 3. So definitely not an Andalusian cadence for my friend who was saying that earlier. But let's see if we can play that. All right, so we have a. How would we play that on the piano? Right, we got our B minor, right? And then we go to a D major 7, right? Way downtown to a G major 7. We have the D, and then we have the what we're using for our D major 7 there. We would play it like that, I guess. That, but faster, right? And D, right? Oh, we're kind of losing that. Yeah, sorry. I need to do that. I got the F sharp in the bottom. What am I not playing here? Oh, that's right. I gotta have to hit D major 7 with the first inversion. No 5. Well, I guess I don't need that, right? Woo! That's crunchy, ain't it, everybody? That's kind of how you want to play that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. See, in listening to this here, imagine we did go straight. Imagine if we were doing this chromatic. Yeah. Yeah, that feels. If you try to approximate chords here, I'm pretty sure we are actually going to for me it feels better to go to the major 5 in first inversion here, right? But that's again an approximation and assumption and interpolation, because you can't rightly call this a 5 in first inversion because there is no 5, right? Even though that's a better approximation than just playing a straight diminished chord, I think it sounds better to do like that, right? That sounds better to me than this. Right? That one doesn't sound right to me. So if I was to interpolate a full chord out of that, I would call that a 1 and then a harmonic minor major 5 in first inversion. That's what I would call it, right? But then of course we move on to our we're moving on from there. Messing that up. Okay, well there you go. You like the second one more. It's brighter, more open to my perception. Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, it's an interpolation. It's not in there. The only notes in the song are these notes. And we can agree maybe that sounds best of all, right? Maybe better with octaves, right? like that version of it. That sounds nice. So there it is, everybody. The chords in general. The second one sounds more doomy in a cool way. I agree. I missed the earlier convo about guitar string squeaks. Love them in the right context. Yeah, me too. So there's that. Let me share this one more time because we did the actual tab of that last section here for anyone who needs to see that. But I tell you what, you know, I would like to move forward with the rest of the song, but for today, I think I'm out of juice, guys. I'm gonna be honest here. Like, woo, trying to figure all this out and like, and figure out all those exact rhythms, and like I'm using all my power to hear all those like, you know, minutia and everything. That's tough. That's hard. And so I think I'm out of juice. I don't think I can keep going today. And it has been 3 hours already, which is fair. So that's what we did today, everybody. How do you feel about that? We spent, again, 3 hours on like 17 seconds, or what have you. But the point is, we figured out a lot of things. We had to do a lot of like alternative thinking, right? And alternative thinking is very difficult in a musical context, right? Because you're like, well, let me play this guitar thing. Oh man, what's going on? The notes aren't working. How did he get those notes? Oh, it's an alternate tuning, right? We got to figure out what that alternate tuning is. And granted, we did look it up, but it takes a certain amount of energy to think about whether or not it's an alternative tuning, you know, and figure that out. And then we also used our ears to figure out all these different parts. And like the thing is, when you are in an alternate tuning, you know, you can't go by your like normal shapes that your fingers take. It takes even more energy to figure out, wait, no longer am I working in these shapes that I'm comfortable in. Now I'm thinking, oh man, root, octave, third, moving that around. And then especially once that breaks down to this part, you know, it's quite interesting, right? You're really kind of flying by the seat of your pants. And working outside of the boxes. You know, it is in the field that you're used to in terms of like music and guitar, but it's very interesting to, you know, have to think about things outside of the boxes. Like, oh, I'm comfortable with walking, but now I have to walk in the snow. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's this motion that I'm used to doing, but I'm doing it kind of in a new context. Makes you feel like you're outside of your comfort zone. It's really fun. It's enjoyable, but it is, you know, taxing, right? To walk in the snow, what have you, or anything like that. And then I had to go through and figure out all those exact rhythms and figure out how to tab them properly and like just ask yourself the question, how the heck did you do that? You know, it's a lot. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys got something out of it. I will definitely figure out a way. I don't know if it'll happen tomorrow or even this week. It might happen some, you know, I don't know. No promises on when it's going to happen, but I do, plan on making a proper tab and just putting it up there so the actual tab that we actually came up with will be out there. Oh, that was another bit of divergent thinking we had to think, right? It takes, honestly, a lot of energy and like mental capacity and bandwidth to look at a body of evidence online, whether it be like 10 different like tabs and videos and tutorials, and just open your mind to the idea of these people being wrong. Is everybody really wrong? I mean, no, they're not wrong. It's certainly easier to play it the way that they did it, and it sounds close enough. That's definitely true. But in the pursuit of our like absolute accuracy and like truly appreciating what makes these songs great, and like I said, when I think about this song, that opening guitar riff is iconic. It deserves to be analyzed and notated correctly and accurately, right? So that's the thing that we're gonna spend the time doing. But yeah, just like Robophonic said again, divergent thinking. Absolutely, it takes a lot out of you. And so that's it for today, everybody. Hope you had fun. It's always seems to be how these live streams go, right? Is that we spend 3 hours on like 10 seconds, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it to spend the time doing that because it is. Just because it is. Don't make me qualify it again. I qualify it every time. I'll continue to qualify it and quantify it, but that's the way it is. Let's talk about next steps. I finished recording. I wrote the script and I finished recording. Now I just gotta edit. I have the video for Interpol coming out. The first video. I know people want like a full summary, and I may or may not do that because it the live stream is there, and again it's a lot of work to put together these videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like a full 15-20 minute summary video on Obstacle 1. My thought in doing these live streams was like I would just like make videos on like the specifically interesting things. Like for Adults Are Talking, like we looked at how that riff was really interesting, and if you want to know more about it, go watch the live stream. And then with Interpol, I'm like, hey, I think that opening riff is really cool, and I probably will maybe make a video about the multipolar soup. I'm not sure. I'm absolutely babbling at this point. Point is, I have one video on the intro to Interpol and how kind of cool that intro riff is. That's going to be coming out later this week, either probably Friday or Saturday. That's coming up. Obviously, I'll probably be making a video on this. Maybe. We'll find out. And in the meantime, I hope I can catch you guys on the next live stream. So here are our next live streams. Is Monday, January... What day would that be? Where's my phone? Monday, January 22nd. Monday, January 22nd is gonna be Leave It in My Dreams Part 3. Hooray. Which means Wednesday, January 31st. Look at that. Last day of the month. Will be Jigsaw Falling Into Place Part 2. And then after I'm assuming we're gonna get done with Leave It in My Dreams after Part 3. Which means we're gonna need a new song. That will be, what is that? February 5th, starting a new song. Monday, February 5th. New song. So be on the lookout for a poll that we'll be doing. I definitely think Mondays, because as we kind of discussed earlier, like, and it's also, I did a poll earlier today. Let me take a look. I did a poll earlier today, like, hey, who's coming and who is in it? Who's really subscribed to my channel, like, only for Julian Casablanca stuff? And, yeah, more than half of people say they're here just for Julian Casablancas. Don't look at my Pokemon and my cooking subscriptions. Most of what I watch on YouTube is cooking and Pokemon. Don't judge me. Or judge me for how cool I am. Anyway. Look at that. Most people are only here for Julian Casablancas, and I gotta respect that. I want to cover stuff that's not Julian Casablancas, personally. I don't want to be pigeonholed and shoehorned like that. But people want more of it, and I will do it. And I'm happy to do it. I mean, they're one of my favorite bands, and he's one of my favorite artists, absolutely. But for this reason, I will definitely be keeping the Mondays to a Julian Casablancas thing, right? That's what it's going to be, right? Julian Casablancas Mondays, right? So we're definitely starting a new Julian Casablancas song. I'll put that in there. New JC song. Let me know which one you guys want to do. There'll certainly be a poll going up. And that'll be fun. But that's it. We're done. Let's see here. 3 hours on 10 seconds. A good theme for the series. Yep. Maybe that should be merch. Like Greggernauts spending 3 hours on 10 seconds since 2023. What do you think? Fun, electricity, curious. Those are good categories on YouTube. Watch aquarium stuff and guitar stuff. Yeah. Minor but major Mondays. Oh, man. There it is. Minor but major Mondays. That's so good. Minor but major Mondays. You guys are so much better at this than me, right? I didn't come up with Greggernauts. I didn't come up with minor but major Mondays. Wild. I mean merch ideas. What do you guys think, right? We got minor but major Mondays would be a good one. Greggernauts spending 3 hours on 10 seconds. I also like, F naturals in the chat or F sharps in the chat, something like that. That kind of stuff. Merch is certainly coming in the future. I'm not saying it's coming anytime soon, but it will happen. I love when he explained his username and ended it with the "I thought that was obvious, but okay." God, it's so funny. I remember I remember reading his explanation for why he named himself that, and I remember being amused by it, but I definitely don't remember what it was. Why minor but major? I'm sure Reddit has the answer. Why minor but who knows? Anyone knows? When he told that one person, "Okay, champagne supernova." I love this guy. I something that I'll never forget on social media is when he did like a slightly serious and earnest review of Paw Patrol. He was just like, "Yeah, it was for." I watched it with my kids, and honestly, it was kind of cool and like almost kind of ACAB, which is, Paw Patrol, ACAB. Who would have thought? All right, guys, I think I'm done. I think we're out of here. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on Monday, January 22nd for Leaving My Dreams Part 3. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe. Get ready for that new Interpol video coming out later this week. I think I'll be announcing either today, tomorrow, or the day after that I'm doing a new radical pricing program for my private lessons because they say we're not in a recession, but I think everyone knows that we're all struggling, and so I'm gonna do like a radical pricing thing for my lessons because music is for everybody. That's another merch thing, I think. Maddie Gregg, music is for everybody. Music is for everybody. All right, kiddos. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun. I'll see you next time. All right. Bye bye.